3 months ago, I stepped out of my childhood bedroom with a purpose that I had never felt before. That purpose continues to define my experience as I wake up and go to sleep each day. Each day I endeavor to make time for reflection. Alongside living somewhere I had never been and taking classes I had never taken, I had the opportunity to become a team member, trying a new sport and a volunteer position. At the time, I was so impassioned about my new life of independence that I did not consider how much free time it would cost me. The transition from lazy summer days, alone in my hometown after all of my friends had already left, to constant stimulation was kind of a relief. Never have I felt that I was being so productive, so courageous, and so resilient. It took all of my effort to persevere through the schedule I had created for myself. Coming home from a full day of class, sports, and/or volunteering, only to begin socializing with new people, plan for a weekend trip, or go explore on the boardwalk. When I first arrived, I pushed through the tired haze and found myself taking more and more steps just like that first one, leaving my childhood bedroom. Stepping past the airport security checkpoint or onto Lea Faciles Olgas and into my new bed. These steps quickly became bigger and bigger, into a restaurant in an unfamiliar part of the city, into a new group of friends and classmates, or onto the peak of Mount Olympus. Every time, I was embracing ambiguity and learning more about my own ideals. Certain experiences stand out as defining moments. The first time I felt home was as I watched the sunrise on Mount Olympus. Leaving the at times claustrophobic streets of Thessaloniki allowed me a moment to reflect. It was a drastically different environment, and one that I was incredibly grateful to be in. The bus ride showed me that we were moving into a new part of the country, driving beyond the concrete city limits and encountering more cotton fields, mountainous horizons, and even grazing livestock. Reaching the first lodge and exploring the area filled me with excitement. The cold, damp fog sat on top of yellow fields, with daddy longlegs scrambling over white boulders and long dried-up spiky flowers. My inner child felt free to be amazed at all of the little details. I returned back to the city feeling satisfied and accomplished. I felt more in touch with the city after spending time away from it. I learned to wrangle the public bus on a night where I set out on my own. An earlier night, I was fed up waiting to get back to the hotel and hopped onto the first bus that I saw. My determination to be independent was not enough to counter my naivety, and I resorted to heading back on foot after failing with another bus. On this late night walk, I passed bars and restaurants full of people, fishermen on the boardwalk, vendors peddling corn and chestnuts, a beautiful city square with a view up to the old city, and an ancient-looking tower before arriving back where I recognized things. At the time, I could not have predicted how familiar each and every one of these landmarks would become. As I return home, I will strive to live a life as full as that I have found here. I will look forward to another brand new experience in Boston and even beyond that. My time here has made me into an adult and an individual that I can be proud of.
They're so...
Are you a cat person, Sarah?
Obviously I'm a cat.